How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So this was going to be short and sweet. Not much to talk about on this one. I'll get into some other stuff on different videos, but I was looking around online. I've been looking around online for any Mavic 2 accessories to come out. Anything that would be cool, anything that would be, I think would be worth investing in. And I really haven't found much. I mean, there are some things out there that probably could be used on both the Mavic 2 and the Mavic Pro, but I'm looking for stuff specifically made for the Mavic 2. In my last video I did the 3-braided props, but I think those would probably be useful on both the Mavic 2 and the original Mavic Pro. So since I can't find many accessories out there, I did find two that, actually maybe three, that I thought were worth investing in, and I thought I'd give you a demonstration or show of what they were. So a lot of you guys out there probably use tablets to control your drone. I don't. I use my phone. And the problem that I run into is the fact that I have to remove the the case from the phone in order to fit it into the controller clamps. I don't really like that. I didn't really like the phone holder or the tablet holders that kind of like clamp in between the clamps and then extend out this way. Just an extra amount of weight, and it's, to be honest with you, in my opinion, it's kind of inconvenient to carry it around. I always had to figure out how to cram it into a bag, and it really just, it was big and bulky. The one I had had an aluminum base on it, very beefy, but just again inconvenient to carry and inconvenient to kind of get all set up. So I came across these two on Amazon, and I got them both clamped onto the phone. I mean, got them both clamped to the controller so that you can see how they both can clamp on and work. And I think they're really cool. Pretty inexpensive. The first one is from Freewell. Was it Freewell? Yeah, the first one is from Freewell. If I get the focus. And it is the clamp-on style that, you know, clamps around the back of the controller, and the phone is supported above the controller itself. I'm not really a fan of that one, but it is, I mean, easy to use, and it kind of, I like to be able to have the weight down the bottom. I don't know why. Long-time RC control guy, and the weight distribution of your control, in my opinion, makes a big difference. And for some reason, when I'm using my Mavic, I like the weight on the bottom. I don't like it from the top. I also like the fact that I can kind of grip this whole thing down here and kind of have my thumbs here and reach it, instead of having to take my hands off the controllers and tap around on the top. But this is a very nice, very well built phone holder. It might, I don't think it's big enough to hold a tablet. I think it only extends out just a little bit further. In fact, let me pop this out real quick and we'll see how far it extends. Get this out here. So the way that it kind of works is when it's in its clamped down position, you kind of fold those ends down and you fold that down, and you could actually fold this down like that. And if you have a big enough bag, you could probably just stick it in like that and leave it attached. But when you don't, or when you're using it, you just flip that up, flip that end up, and it extends just that far. So maybe far enough for a larger cell phone. The phone that I just removed from it was an iPhone 7, not Plus, but an iPhone 7. So it probably would be big enough for a bigger phone, like I don't know, like your Notes, or this is a Galaxy 9S Plus, but nothing in the tablet size. So the next phone controller that I picked up was, it's actually a phone controller. Let's get it out of the thing so you can see, get my phone out here so you can see how it's actually mounted. These are actually 3D printed clamps that work for the clamping system already on the Mavic, and I love these. And the reason I love these is because I do not have to remove my phone case from the phone. I think at least twice I've been trying to remove the phone case from the phone to get it into the clamps, and it slipped and it fell, and you know, put a little ding or nick in my phone, and it actually absolutely drove me crazy. These allow me to not have to take the phone case off in order to use it. It clamps right in. Now the downside to this is they do not work with smaller phones. So this will not work, if I can find it, with the iPhone 7 without a lot of clamping down and adjusting. So I mean, I could probably get it in there and hold it in, but it does not hold it. It does not really hold it. You got to really get it down and clamp on it, and the actual clamps themselves do not fold in that way. So it will not work with a smaller phone, but if you have a bigger phone, like I said, like a Note, or like I said, I have a, or maybe even an iPhone Plus. I don't know, I'm not an iPhone guy, an iPhone something Plus. It might work with those. It definitely works with the Galaxy S9 Plus. So I really like these because they're, like I said, they're 3D printed, they're light, they fit right in the pocket. And I don't know if you can see how they kind of fit in there. Get that to focus. They actually slide right into the phone holders on the controller itself. So I'll get one out for you real quick. And they're all, like I said, they're 3D printed so that they have like a little notch in there, if I can get that to focus. Alright, so it's got a little notch in there, if you can see it, and even though it's a little bit out of focus, where when you slide it in, it doesn't slide all the way through. So you first line it up with the top, press it in and slide it down, and it doesn't slide all the way through. It sits securely in the clamp holder itself. So I really like these. Let's get the 9Fs out again. And on this side of the control, or on this side of the clamp, there is a hole for a cable to be inserted. I don't have the cable inserted right now, but I actually can pull the cable, the short cable, out of the controller itself from behind the clamp, and then move it so that it goes right into the side of the holder. But you can also get, like I use my little GoPro charging USB-C controller, USB-C charging cable, which is about maybe 6 inches long. Often I plug it into the back and then I plug it into the side of the phone, only because I believe your phone does not charge from your controller if you use the USB port on the back. So I'll clamp that in real quick. And I have a small, thin case on this. I don't have a big old, I don't know what those things are called, OtterBox case or anything super huge on it. And as you can see, it clamps in really nice and it holds it nice and secure. So I like these. These are probably my 2 favorite phone holders right now. Like I said, I haven't tried a million of them out there, but these are two of my favorite that I found so far that I thought would be interesting and invest in, and I got them and I like them. So last thing I want to show you before I get out of here is, so I don't know about you guys, but if you got the Mavic 2 Pro, you got one of these gimbal holders, gimbal protectors, and sometimes it could be a pain in the butt to get the little piece that sticks in the back or over top of the gimbal holder to support it in there and then clamp this thing down. I got tired of doing it actually. I got tired of messing around with it. So if you didn't see, I actually removed it. So now you just have the shell of the gimbal holder or gimbal protector without that little thing that kind of goes behind the gimbal to support it, and it works pretty good. It does allow your gimbal to rotate a little bit, but it keeps it protected. And unlike the previous Mavic series gimbals, this gimbal is a little bit more secure, where it's not just bouncing around on rubber bands. I mean, it will rotate left and right, and the camera might tilt a little bit, but there's not much space for it to rotate in this, and this actually works. So this is I guess a free mod. You could take that little clamp out and clip this on and not have to worry about, you know, getting it positioned just the right way to get it in there. You do have to kind of make sure that your gimbal is facing forward and aligned correctly, but once you got that set up, you can just snap this right on. So what I did was I went online and I found another one for like $3. Again, you know, I'm not out looking for an expensive modification or an expensive accessory, but I got this one from I think it's Sunny Life. I bought a bunch of accessories from them for the previous series Mavic, and I like them, and I didn't know this was going to come from Sunny Life, but it did. Got this off of Amazon or eBay, I can't remember. And this one is actually similar to what I just showed you. If you have the situation that I had, which the reason why I had to remove that little flapping support on the original gimbal holder is I have an ND filter on here that would not fit. It would not fit the cover with that ND filter on. I had to take it off, put it back on, take it off, put it back on. I was trying to avoid that, so I removed that piece because that piece was, you know, stopping it from going over top of the lens or the camera itself. The Sunny Life modification, or the Sunny Life gimbal holder or gimbal protector doesn't have that little piece, but it actually has just, you know, some shapes that hold the sides of the camera in place, and it keeps the camera very secure. So the camera doesn't bounce around in there. I kind of like this one better. It's flat. I haven't actually tried. I don't know if it will cause any problems fitting into any of the already designed cases that maybe be designed for the original gimbal holder, which probably might be a little bit shorter in profile. No, probably about the same. But I mean, I'm thinking it should fit in the box. It definitely fits in the bag. It fits in the Mavic Pro 2 Fly More package bag. So this was, like I said, it's pretty easy to put on. I like it. It costs $3. Your gimbal has to be, like I said, sort of in the face forward position. You align it, get it on there, get a little recessed edges or areas there, and then snap it tight, and it's done. 2 seconds and you got your gimbal protector on. So like I said, not much out there for accessories right now, but I mean, those are probably the top 3 that I found that I thought that were worthy of investing in. There's a lot of other things out there that I just don't find useful. I know in the past I've had things like little stilts that kind of hold the back end up off the ground. I haven't seen those. And you know, a lot of you guys get those propeller holders that kind of like hold the propellers here or hold the propellers there. I usually just wrap a rubber band around it, or zip tie, or not a zip tie, a Velcro wrap, and I'm good to go. But hey, that's what I just wanted to show you. I told you guys I'd get back to you with a couple accessories, and that was it. So I'm up to 10 minutes now. I'm probably gonna cut this down a little bit just to make it a little bit shorter. But hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll get back to you soon. I got another video coming about why I am deciding to switch from the Mavic Pro to the Mavic Zoom, and I'll get back to you soon with that. Talk to you later. Bye.